Welcome back to ESL Pro League Season 8 live from the Intel Esports Arena, where we are finally ready to get into our last series of the night, Windigo versus Heroic, as the last game went on for a very long time, Ben. It's padded us out a bit.
Yeah, it was a bit of a slobber knocker times two.
Yeah.
Right? Just two very long games, a triple overtime, a single overtime. Probably more rounds combined than we had yesterday, thinking about it. It's probably as a combination, right? But, you know, all in all, we can put that aside now. You know, Windigo, Heroic, right? So Windigo, they've only played the one game so far this season. We saw them on day one. They traded blows with AGO, which was a bit of a surprise to us. If you remember, we were just like, it was a very one-sided first game. We were just like, AGO just not showing up. They got 4 points from that. It was a pretty good showing, right? Heroic, on the other hand, they're currently third, but they've traded 3 wins, 3 losses, all in regulation. So they're probably thinking, you know, the start of the season has been a bit iffy, but we can build from that.
Yeah, and they need to. Hopefully for Windigo as well, there might be a little bit more fight left in them. They look pretty good. They actually did come in with a nice little opener into that game.
Yeah, they looked coherent, right? They all knew what they were doing. Like, it was full setups, full pushes, knowing what each other are doing. And I love to see that stuff. So long as you know, you're trying to make it work through teamwork, through just cohesion, making plays together. It's good, right? As long as you're trying. Otherwise, you're just, you're just 5 players on a server together playing CS.
Yeah, just throwing it away. So Windigo, maybe they've still got a little bit of extra oomph. For Heroic, however, Mertz has gelled into that lineup very well.
Oh yeah, he came from that north side, and we were just kind of wondering, how is he going to slot in? Because in north, he was a bit, it's hit and miss really. Like, he had some events that looked really good, some events it was disastrous. But so far from what you've seen, he's been doing really well as a rifler.
Yes.
Rather than an AWPer, which we didn't really expect that.
No, we didn't actually expect to see him done that rifle at all, but in terms of entries, he was just being explosive on Mirage. He was able to find countless entry frags and really set up the opening rounds for them. So if there's potential for some of that to come through today, it could be interesting.
Definitely. I mean, Dust2 though, different beast I suppose, right? Windigo, they've played Dust2 quite a lot, and they've already played it once in Pro League. We saw them against AGO. It went to overtime, and they looked pretty solid through that entire map, right? But Heroic, with this current lineup, they've only played it 3 times. They've won 2 of the 3. So it's not fantastic, but it looks like we're going to be seeing a bit of a B push actually coming from Heroic here. Asilian with the flashes. Fry because of Molotov. I imagine the Molotov back flat if needed. But instead he's just taking the fight. Does get that dink off ships. He's going to finally use that Molotov. Could have done with that a bit earlier. And now it's a non-NC bubble. He's being allowed to just peek into the site.
Yeah, it's crazy he's actually gotten away with that as he goes for the first pick there. He is left on just 3 HP. There's a minute and 20 still left on the clock as the bomb does go down. And it is now a 3-on-3 retake situation, but Victor gets the flick-up headshot, takes down Freiburg. S-Tag and Decillion, the only 2 that remain. Oh, the headshots with the Glocks are just dominant as ever, and it is all up to Victor. You've got to somehow overpower the both of them, and it is going to be a struggle. Time ticks away as well. Taps the bomb to try and force the fakes to come towards him. But they don't really fancy it, no reason to. He peeks out, and Asilian will kill him.
Yeah, something we saw quite often from Windigo. They would very rarely have a kit in play on the pistols. And that was quite clearly shown there from Victor. He couldn't even attempt to faithfully defuse that bomb. He had no kit in play whatsoever. And Heroic do take that pistol. Asilian starting off strong there, 3 kills. And Heroic looking to build from that. So it might be a fast push towards that lower side tunnels here from Heroic. Sending 2 players there, but Windigo, they've stacked towards long here. They expected a long play. And unfortunately for them, there's nothing there. So you can see the scout on blocker, he's been trusted with quite a big job here, right? He's the only player towards B side. Nobody covering his mid to B. If Heroic were to have executed towards mid or gone out mid, little do they know, it was only that one player on the side of the map that would have stopped them. However, it looks like they're going to be walking into the more players on the side of the map for Windigo. And Blocker, he trades damage fully with Freiburg, but then he just loses the fight fully as well, so that's not a good kill to lose. Windigo, the longer this round goes on, the more question marks they'll be making, thinking, do we have to rotate? But lucky for them, Heroic are going to be exiting on short here. It's coming straight for them.
Push comes around, they try and get the early opening headshots off as they rattle off with the AK. Asilian will get the opening kill. Punisher trades back with the Deagle as he takes down S-Tag, and it is a 3-on-4 here. Heroic, she's starting to fall to pieces as the push comes around. Punisher with the Deagle could be the set piece that ends them into this round, Ben.
Yeah, rifles have already fallen here. I mean, Mertz needs to probably switch to an AK. He's been dinked through the corner. It's not looking good for them. 25 seconds. They need to make a move, and sadly, it's straight into the hands of Windigo players here.
Yeah, Modi pushing up. He's the only one that now remains. Switches out to an AK, but he couldn't get the connection. Modi finished off by Victor with a deagle that overthrows him. Unfortunately, they couldn't save both of the Kalashnikovs, and they do only get away with one. Punisher picks it up, and he drops it over the bubble.
Yeah, Heroic, a bit too rushed, my liking, right? They got that kill towards mid, and they still committed that same plan they had. Instead of just thinking we can slow it down, we can force them to make the error, they force the error themselves, and they go into that short push, and there's just far too many people for them to aim at. They lose the battles long range, despite having that rifle advantage. And the round goes to hell, essentially, you know, it's a 1-1 now, Windigo eco them. So you can see that mid to B play is going to come into effect. Bubble is playing CT, and Ships is playing the same side of it, covering there. So the smokes come in, Malta comes through. It's not going to stop too many players from pushing through. Bubble is just spamming straight through.
Easy pickings as they do find the majority of these frags so far. The response from the Deagle is effective, however, from Mertz as he'll grab 2 kills and secure himself an MP9. Now trades up to the Famous and begins to push out and look to see what he can achieve.
Very curious that they didn't take the bomb through tunnel there. Ordinarily, you want to take that bomb through tunnel just to keep it on the site side of things. I imagine as soon as this bomb is tapped, in fact, they're just charging in. S3 he's on his own. He nearly gets that round 1. I mean, consider that round start. Windigo got 3 kills, I think it was, towards mid, without any repercussions. It went down to a 1v1. Very, very scrappy from them. But at the end of the day, I suppose what matters is they got that round win. And Heroic, the money is awful on their side. So the boost short will be coming in from Windigo. And a lot of aggression. That was something I really liked from their play on Mirage especially. They were so aggressive, but they backed it up with that teamwork that I mentioned. And there's going to be a run boost out towards mid. Into Victor's aim, I imagine, here. So he's posting up off that short angle. Straight into his aim. Full spray comes through. He knows he can grenade it. I mean, this should be clean sweep for them, really.
Spray coming through, ripping them down as there is now only 2 that remain. It's just a convergence from Windigo. They're storming out towards mid. Freiburg will eventually find 1 frag on the Ships to round it out, but Blocker trades it back with a Famous. And they do go 3-1. So Windigo, very effective stuff being able to pick up these reset rounds against Heroic. But now they have cash. Here comes the AKs and the AWP on Mertz.
Yeah, so that AWP on a map like Dust2, it's a major player in how these rounds could play out. Windigo, boosting short again. Victor, he's going to have a tough task ahead of him here. They're rushing fast towards short. He needs some backup from his teammates. Bubble wins the first firefight. Can he get the trade though? He doesn't. S3 Tag with 2 big kills on short. A really good start to the round for them.
Leaves it on Blocker, Ships and Punisher as the 3 remaining players for Windigo here. Heroic, they're off to a great start, but can they actually round it out and close it down at the end of the round here? Retaking back towards long as they get into position.
Yeah, making a big call here by Heroic to actually take this out towards long. But at the same time, Punisher, I think Modi heard that drop. He definitely did. He's going to be looking for that kill, and that's probably going to make the round go in Heroic's favour with D's there. Free kill. Both players still towards B. Heroic, though, they're not instantly just putting a foot on the gas. They're still slowing it down. This is what they should have been doing on that second round, right? When they got that kill towards mid. And now they finally push forward. And that should be round Windigo. I don't think they want to test this. They've got no kit. They just need to save those weapons.
There's Blocker and Ships, and they're just sitting towards the B site. So it is going to be the save. And Heroic will be able to take it to a 2-round score against the 3 that have been picked up from Windigo here.
Yeah, 2 players alive for Windigo. I mean, Blocker yesterday, he was, as I mentioned, he was one of the names that I didn't actually know previously. Like I feel like I know quite a lot of the Bulgarian top end of the scene, right? But Blocker, I'd never heard of him, and he was playing so well in Mirage especially. He was just coming out and just taking every fight he could, essentially, and landing 1 bullets left, right, and center. It was pretty crazy.
He was really, really effective.
Heroic there, though. They take that first buy round since getting eco'd. And Windigo decide that they want to fight back as well, so they invest in an AWP. Currently in hands of Bubble. So we saw the AWP taking different hands on Tuesday. Different set of players all having a go at it. Ships had it at one point. And this is going to be a heavy long take. You see all those flashbangs coming in. Windigo know they cannot fight this. Bubble with the AWP, he's on site, looking at that pit angle. Probably knows he does not need to peek that angle. But he's tempting fate a bit though. There's that little pre-fire. Ooh.
Yeah, it's risky. Trying to connect those headshots, but doesn't actually make it work. What? Bubble, however, from the site does get the execution on Freiburg, but he refaces and gives Modi that opportunity to double down. Modi still looking for more, as the Swede wants to try and sliver his way in towards the site. Victor and co are forced to fall back, but they've got ramp control. They're on the bomb site now, and he's missing the opening shots, Ben. Overthrown as S-Attack gets the kill.
It's just a matter of time, really, if you can get an impact. They should have really been moving to the side there. That boost normally catches people out. Blocker, not much he can do here. Gets that one kill to Modi, and Mertz clears him off the server. I've got to be thinking, that boost, right, that normally does catch people out, right? Nobody's looking for that boost there, but you're thinking elevator. Instead of just simply, like, say, move a bit to the left, I can get an angle. Start jumping, trying to find them. Instead, Modi just wipes you through the smoke. Confusing as anything there. That's the score tied up already. The question is, can Heroic clear up this anti-eco round? Because this is where they faltered in the second round. They're walking into an interesting stack. There's going to be so many people facing them from different angles here. Freiburg's going to have too many people to fight. But apparently it does not matter. Look at that!
That was perfect. They peeked out, they tried to go for the play, but every one of them was composed as ever. Simple frags coming through as Heroic just ripped them to pieces. Nicely done.
Pause comes through. I can only imagine that we bring Windigo, I guess. I'm trying to think, what are we going to do in these other two or this buy round that's coming up? Because the last two, we've been unable to do anything very well at all. So if you consider that AWP that Bubble bought, he peeked out, got the kill towards Freiburg, right? He then re-peeked again. Imagine the different scenario if he doesn't peek that. There was no reason to do it. Yet he did it, and that pretty much threw the round away, if I'm honest. So the Bubble does get the AWP. Blocker drops it towards him. So they are trusting him with that gun. On the other side, of course, we mentioned Mertz does have the AWP for Heroic. Hasn't really needed to do much with it himself so far. He had a really good spawn towards B just then, so I'll be wondering if he actually goes for this pick. If Blocker even gives him a chance here.
Well, Ships will get the initial kill. Cillian does trade it back on Ships though. But Punisher, he doubles down towards mid. It's a great position for him to just slay his way through everyone that was there. And it's all on Mertz now. A 1-on-3, the Molotov transfers over and Mertz holds the angle as he waits for the push to come through. Going to bound up and get into an elevated position. Starts to fall back and look for a better place to play from.
The fact that there's no player coming from tunnel here means it's easier for Mertz to deal with this situation. He runs straight in. There's no kit play, but unfortunately Victor ready to front peek. And they're going to be able to keep the double AWP. So that was one of the big things, right? Ships picked one up. Bubble had one as well. Ships with that early entry, and Punisher, thankfully, it was a fast mid to be. But he dealt with them, right? He got the 2 kills.
Yeah. And
that made things a lot easier for Windigo to win this round. So you can see there, the double AWP. They're going to have to drop some M4s across there. Whereas on Heroic, the rounds they won were so clean that the money is still there for them.
Here comes the outside play early on, as they're going to swarm their way around and try and go for this attack up towards the A site. Heroic, they've tested their luck on long quite a few times in the past. They've had a little bit of success, but now the firepower is better for Windigo, and they're quite heavily stacked as well. Punisher boosted up onto the site instantly. It is the double AWP setup, and both of them are currently on A. But Bubble will reposition towards mid.
Yeah, having to reposition. We saw Ships Or rather, we saw Bubble with the AWP on A site last time, and he got the kill and he repeated for no reason. Ships, on the other hand, he's already taken one shot, and he doesn't repeat. He knows that his teammate faulted when he did it last time. He can pull back, take a different angle, and see how that can work from there. But the smoke's going to come in at crossover. This is going to be rough for Windigo now. Push onto site comes in.
Ooh, there's the transfer. Ships with the aggression, takes the peek, and does connect the shot onto Freiburg, so it's just 3 players that remain for Heroic now, and they're being tagged up. Bubble the AWP as well. Comes through as he headshots on towards Modi. Mertz fires back through the smoke, gets one, but it's the battle of the AWPs. That is the only thing that has been making the difference into this round, and it all comes down to Attack now. A 1-on-3 as he licks his way up through short, gets in position, but he's scoped in on, and Bubble will pull the trigger.
So funnily enough, when Modi was on the site then, when he was getting tagged, he got hit by Mertz, funnily enough. Which caused him to spaz out, but you know, he looked around, he's like, wait, where have I been hit from? And then he just gets taken down from the side anyway. And Windigo take a lead again. And Heroic, I can't help but feel like that was a round they probably should have won, really, considering the situation. 2 AWPs on the, you know, holding the site, you've smoked crossover fully, you've got onto the site. Yet you can't just complete the task, get the bomb down, and hold it from there. Windigo, I believe there's still the double AWP in action. Bubble does have one, I think it's on the floor currently. It's working out for them so far. If you remember that AGO game, AGO wiped the floor with them on their T side. And the CT was a struggle. Whereas so far, it's looking a lot better. So the fast play towards short comes through. Ships, he's been unable to see any of these players who've got onto short. But Bubble is on the crossover watching that push. It's already smoked.
Mertz gets the initial kill, gets the shot over on towards Ships. It's a good way to start off the round at the least, so it is just 1 AWP in play now on Bubble. And if they do charge out a short, if he misses an opening shot, Ben, they've got a good amount of time to try and overwhelm and secure the A site.
Yeah, it could get rough very, very quickly. There is no support really there for him either. So these smokes and flashes are going to be coming in. As I said, if he misses the opening shot, this could go really badly.
Luckily, we'll get the follow-up, but yeah, the trade's so strong. He gets the headshot back over Victor, comes through, eliminates Freiburg. Mertz will get the transfer back on Victor, and it is now a 3-on-2. And the CT's massively outnumbered, about to be backstabbed. Modi with 1, should be able to get the follow-up frag as well. Just the tag. Couldn't convert it. Blocker will finish him. Blocker keeps on going, Mertz. It's a bold position to push into. It's never normally going to work out for you. And now he knows the location that Attack's playing from. Gets the dink and the kill. Grabs the AWP and then will get the defuse. That's 6-4. Blocker. Huge play.
Mertz has lost that round for them single-handedly.
I don't know why he went for the push.
So Modi, as soon as he's got this contact there, Mertz has dropped down thinking, round's 1.
Yeah. Drops
down. Blocker knows he's there, and Esrizag doesn't complete his little attack on him right there. A really bad round to lose. It was 1v3 at the end of the day. And Blocker, showing that aim is precise as anything. Just headshot angles just then, taking out Esrizag. And they're kind of half buying into this round to Heroic. They got 4,200, I think, for that round that they just lost. And they actually got a tag through the gap at the door then, with the scout. Which is quite unusual, you don't see that very often. But consider on that Windigo side, you've got 3 players now who are 1-shots to scouts. And you've got 2 scouts in play. This is surprisingly still winnable. Bubble's going to be tested here. Although that timing of the Molotov is perfect. He stops the push, delays them a bit, but with him dropping to CT though, it means short is quite open. If they were to do that same execute they did last round, there's nobody on that site. So Bubble boosted Punisher into that double stacked box at CT for the B ramp push if it were to come. And he just about gets the crossover in time, but he's going to be smoked out. He shoots once and gets him through the smoke. Yeah,
good opening pick, gets the initial contact, fires off another shot, does get a tag, but is he going to get any more out of this? Mertz with the deagle, kills Punisher up close and personal. Bubble is so low as well, and they're just spamming it. And he doesn't know where they are. Finally gets a little bit of an inkling as he'll connect the shot over onto Attack. And it is only Freiberg and Mertz that remain, but they drop down! The headshot from Bubble! As the rapid reflexes are on display, that'll be a defuse as well. And a 7th round now picked up for Windigo. They're looking pretty effective on their CT side here at Dust2.
As I mentioned, complete contrast to what it was against AGO, if you remember. It was a much weaker side from them. 7 rounds already on the board. I would normally favour the T side on this map as well. And Mertz picks up the orb. And Bubble, once again, keeping his orb, and he's being really impactful across the map with it so far. The fast down snipers coming in again. The question is, will Bubble be able to see it this time? In fact, he's not even towards mid. So this short control, Heroic have been able to get it pretty much every round. If you remember, the last time Windigo fought short was when they boosted Victor, and Esrital got both of those kills. So they clearly learned from the mistakes that they have already made this map, and that was a fantastic nade.
So much damage done to the players on top of short there for Heroic as S-Tag and Asilian take a little bit of a hit. Freiberg just plays towards long right now, waiting for the push to come through. And Heroic, they're playing it quite slow into this round, but it looks like it could be a mid to B.
And the same thing will happen again. So Bubble is going to boost Punisher onto that double stack box. So if this mid to B, as you mentioned, comes through, Windigo will be in such a good position to deal with it. They've tried short time and time again, it's not worked out for them. And they've missed the mid to B smoke.
They've smoked themselves.
How do you miss that smoke? It's one of the simplest ones on this map. That's outrageous. They're letting Mertz dry peek it towards window right now. He'll then probably peek the other angle towards crossover. Well, that molly, if there were a player on the floor, it actually is hanging him.
He's done for.
He does rise, I suppose. But I wouldn't have thought the Fire Flames does kill him on the box.
Oh, through the smoke though. Ships and Bubble take a kill apiece. Blocker gets the headshot on Modi. This entire round's falling apart. The only one that's actually alive is Mertz, and he might be able to get the adjustment on Ships, but can he get anything else for his trouble? It's a 2-on-2. Him and Freiberg. They're both low. They are in the bomb site, however, and Bubble charges straight in with the M4, gets one, tries to go for the flick around. They're just charging in. 7 seconds on the clock there as he goes for the play.
That was incredibly bold. And Victor, did he actually get that gun? I don't think he did. I think he did, maybe, I'm not too sure. That gun was just, he pressed E on the gun as he ran towards it, but in CT spawn he threw it on the floor. So I think he did not actually receive the AWP. So instead they've actually had to buy into it. Very bizarre. And I imagine that's a heroic pause, right? I mean, that Molotov, they got the kill on CT, but unfortunately for them, Bubble gets that one kill through smoke. The player playing B ramp got a kill. And the B player himself got a kill, another kill too.
And you just allow Bubble to push in like that as well.
Exactly. Catches Freiberg off guard completely. And Heroic, it's 8-4. It's not looking good for them. The thing is, the rounds that they have gone towards short, they should have been winning, right? The same goes for that round towards long as well. Different scenario if Mertz did not just drop into CT and try and force the issue, right? When Blocker won that 1v3. Fast short comes through. Finally, Ships gets knowledge that it's happening. Bubble's already in position, but Freiberg's lurk is huge.
Ooh, Bubble with the connection on towards Asilian, and the follow-up frag takes down Esrital, and it's just coming and coming in their favour. The only one that stays alive is Modi. Modi will get the headshot on Bubble, but can he get anything else, really? He's trapped on the site on his lonesome, going to smoke it to try and block off the vision there from long, but the push comes up through short. Plays around on the bomb site, looking to see if he can get the picks, Ben, but they need to push him at the same time, and they should be able to win this one. Takes the firefight, that's a dink, but it won't be the transfer into a frag, and Punisher from ramp gets the kill.
And he will retrieve that second AWP there as well. So Windigo, consider how many times Heroic have been able to get that plant in. Windigo have just allowed it to happen, they've played the retake, and they've won so many of these rounds as well. 9-4. Heroic, they can buy again because of that maximum loss bonus as well as a plant. But what do you do? I mean, they've been able to get short from every round. When they've had long, they've not been able to win out the round. Do you resort to rushes? Nothing seems to be working for them. So you see 3 players towards B this time. For Heroic. So Modi throws in a flash on its own. nothing else there. They send 2 players towards low as they have done most rounds. But Windigo, they're in such a good position right now to actually take this half fully, like potentially 11-4. The money's not for them, but the way they've been playing is superb.
Oh,
That's very unfortunate.
that's really rough for Victor. Just peeks into it. Freiburg with the spam, gets the headshot through the smoke. And now Heroic have a man advantage into the early round here. 1:13 on the clock as they set themselves up. Looking like they do try and want to go for a play possibly towards B later on in this round. Asili and Co towards mid are going to be tested by Punisher, however. And he's got support. Ships is there with the orb. If they bound through, Windigo should be able to overwhelm them pretty easily. The flashbang comes through, Ships for the first, there's Punisher for the follow-up, and the whole round gets even more awkward now.
The thing is, there was a round earlier on in this game where Punisher played the same position, he got 2 kills, and Ships got the other one as well. Again, the ceiling ran through the door, he checked it, but then flicked away too quickly. It meant they were able to double up on that. The 1-man lead Heroic did have, already gone, now looking at a deficit. 25 seconds left. Ships, he's playing so close to this smoke.
Look at this.
Look how aggressive he got the tag.
Oh, it goes down though. Bonnie will be able to get the better of him, even though he did get the initial frag. He gets responded on.
There's only 10 seconds left. The
There's not
bomb is
much
stuck at
time.
mid. Bubbles killed him.
No, it's the round. That's
What are they
it.
doing? Like, they've got no clear intention of where they want to go.
Heroic just looked lost.
They've already used 2 pauses this half. It feels like they need another one, because right now, they look a mess.
It's very messy. It's only a round left in the half as well, and Heroic might only be going through with 4 rounds if it carries on in this manner. Windigo, they've had their number, and Heroic just don't even know what to do.
They really don't know what to do. They don't know what they're doing themselves at this point either. That's so unfortunate for Bubble. Again, though, consider these entries that Heroic have been getting. That was such a lucky one they got towards long. That's another one there. But can they capitalise off it? Because last round they made the first wrong move within 20 seconds of that first kill. Look at Ships, though. So aggressive. He'll get the drop on Modi here if he advances further. Modi has no reason to think that there's a player in lower. That's a free kill. There we go. And that's B tunnel control completed as well. You can fully rotate, get another player towards there. Heroic know this. They're rushing out long now, much faster. And Punisher, he's already got to the site. It's a good position for Windigo to be in.
Ooh. Gets the tag off. Smoke going to go down. Can drop the molly as well, so they can't get a ramp. And Blocker, even through the smoke, is just popping heads. Blocker spraying and playing as he's able to get the double down. Victor and Punisher take a kill apiece as well, and Windigo take it 11-4 at the half there.
I just don't understand what Heroic are doing. Imagine how different this half would look if Mertz had not made that error.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true.
Since then, it's all gone wrong for them. Every single move they've made has been the incorrect move. They've got to hope for some absolute massive revitalization of this half. Because right now, it feels like they are in a position to just lose 16-4, if I'm honest. If they were watching the previous games, they might get some inspiration off of Stralis, I guess. That they were able to come back and win a game in overtime. But Dust2 is a different beast.
It is, and Heroic, even individually as a team, when they are losing rounds, it's been themselves letting them down, really. It's not even been them being completely overthrown by Windigo in like 2 rounds here. There was the Mertz misplay, we also then saw towards mid, where they just had no clear idea of what they wanted to do. Left it far too late before they went for a play. And Windigo are just countering them, Ben. If that carries on, you can't help but feel like this should be a quick pickup for Windigo, really. If they take the pistol, it could be quite scary.
Yeah, if you're a Heroic fan, you got to hope that they are actually going to try and wake up. Because it's already, I mean, they should have been woken up about 12 hours ago, really. Because it's quite late in the day here. But right now, it looks like they're asleep. You need to get some rounds on the board. But as you said, this pistol was very, very important for Heroic. I'm trying to think, what did Windigo do? I think they rushed B last time. The question is, will they do the same this time? It looks like it might be. The grenades are there for it. Remember, the Molotov was set. I think they smoked the entrance and then Molotov the back of Plat. But they got faced by 3 different players. And it looks like they get faced again.
Oh, Westtag with the double kill from the USP. More peaks coming through as they do try and punish and put them down. And it's looking damn good. It is only Ships that remains. There he goes. So Heroic. They realized how important it was to actually get that pistol round on the board. They secure it and give themselves a 5th.
Yes, the same pistol comes out from Windigo. It didn't work for them on day 1. Didn't work for them there. Went rather tragically, if I'm honest. So Heroic, they go 2 for 2 on the pistols this game. The question is, can they go 1 for 2 converting that pistol win into the second round win? It's a better start for them at least.
Oh, there's the early double kill. And Windigo with the 3 remaining players, what can they actually achieve? Nothing much. Just Cillian, an easy span down with the Famous to eliminate 2 of them. It is only Bubble that remains, and he's trapped in a tight position here by Gandalf. Does extend around, but Freiburg will finish him off with the MP5. And Heroic connecting these rounds together as we'd expect. Should try and bring it up to an 11-7 scoreline before Windigo really have a chance to counter them.
Yeah, this should be an easy round for them to pick up. There should be next to no investment here for Windigo. All 5 players using clocks. And it looks like they're planning to... I thought they were going to play a really, really slow round there, but it might just be a fast mid to B perhaps. And lucky for them, the player that they would need to catch out would be Mertz. He's only got the scout. So if we're able to overwhelm him, you might be able to get a kill there. And they found the player that they want. And the chase is going to come through, but unfortunately he's got backup in his zone.
Oh, there go the kills as all the frags are starting to unfold. Freiburg shuts down Blocker and Ships. And there we have it, the 7th round picked up. Windigo now can reinvest into weapons though.
Yeah, and that does mean that Mertz can go for an AWP if he does want to, which he will right there. And Windigo, they're going to stick with the full AKs, which I'm not too opposed to. But there's a lack of flashbangs on that side. They opted for 2 HEs instead. This looks like a very fast strat. Straight down middle. It's going to be a fast mid to B. They're going to be caught out as well. The player rotating Cillian, he's not going to get a chance to be involved in this round. The players on B need to do some big work.
Punisher gets the headshot off, takes down S-Attack, but the extension around Moddy with all weapons, the MP5 from such a distance as he's able to throw 2 men, Ships with the AK. Does trade it back at least. And now they get left in a stalemate, a 3-on-3 retake. Windigo, they're in good post plant. Ships plays behind the box, but Blocker takes the big amount of face damage there from the nade. The shrapnel going to bring him down to 45 HP.
Ship still has another smoke to use towards that door as well. Time's going to be ticking away. Heroic, they're doing the retake smokes. They smoked off tunnel. And this has got to start coming in now.
Oh, the push comes through. Blocker, the adjustment for 1 headshot. Mertz actually gets the wall bang off, but it's Ships and Bubble that close it out. And as soon as they have rifles, they return to form instantly.
He couldn't actually get that AWP. He was pressing E on it quite clearly. He just couldn't actually get it. Pause comes through. I'm going to assume that this is Heroic.
Surely.
And in that case, I suppose it's to talk about their buy, right? So you can see Mertz got dropped an AWP. He did not have the money to buy one himself. And S-Retech, he goes for an AWP himself as well. Double AWP. Typically, this is where you see like the last, playbook attempt, right? Double AWP on CT, normally your biggest investment. And as well as that, it's when you are losing CT rounds, you just think, what can we do? Double AWP? Yeah, go for it, yeah. So I'm not sure how this will play out. It does mean they lack the utility across quite a few of their players. But for Windigo, they're in a very good spot to take a very big lead here. We haven't seen the pink crown this time.
No.
Is that a red crown? Over there.
Could be. Oh, little graffiti of a red crown there as well.
So Mertz with a really aggressive play towards short. Will he be able to get a kill? Or he'll be traded instantly. Traded instantly. That's a really well played bit from Blocker right there. That's one of the AWPs already off the map. He did get that 1 kill though. But as far as Windigo are concerned, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's a nice opener. It's back into a 4-on-4 already. And Windigo, they've got the short control because of it. So Blocker's allowed to push up. There's only now one AWP in play for Heroic, and it's on Esratag. Oh, he goes for the peek! And Freiburg actually gets that kill. The connection straight away, shuts down Blocker, and everyone else decides it's time to burst. They charge out. Freiburg gets one kill before he's traded upon there. It's only Bubble that was able to overthrow him, so it's left into a 2-on-3. They're going to rotate round. They have site control if they can slip on. Asilian spams through but connects on no one. And Bubble can now go for this plant as soon as that Molotov's gone.
So they did know there was another player going aggressive for shorts. That's why they were so weird about the Gandalf position. But 2 players rotating through long. This is quite a big rotate. And especially when Modi gets that kill on short as well. Punisher, this is a horrible situation to be in. Can't even get that first kill. Heroic make the retake happen. 12-8. And they keep the double AWP alive.
They're going to jump on the bomb and go for that defuse. Heroic will get themselves an 8th round now. Because it was a good start. Mertz, he went for the early contact. They did trade it back. And in reality, it was saved by Freiburg being able to find those kills towards long before they overthrew him.
Yeah, the fact he was able to get that kill on ships kind of probably changed the situation that round was in entirely, right? And Windigo, they're having to, resort to a bit of a poor buy here. Just Deagles, some P50, even a Glock on just Blocker. But look how quickly they're just able to run up short. It's going to be too late by the time Vasily notices. Mertz gets that one kill. They're basically giving up the plant there, I think. I think there is a Molotov on the side. They're waiting for that one to actually go. Otherwise, they should be able to get this plant. So Heroic, they're freely allowing that to happen. They're not too concerned about it. But ships. Oh, he gets the one kill on Esratag with the dualies. What?
I know, bit of a bold call to go for the dualies as the sidearm, but it has paid off for him, I guess. I mean, he's got the frag on Blocker, and Bubble's the only one that remains for Windigo. That bomb's down.
That economy. Ooh. If he can steal the AWP off of Esratag,
he gets it.
Yeah, the round doesn't matter. They ecoed this round. He can take the AWP, keep that up next. As long as he lives. Okay, he does. So, Heroic, they were relying on that double AWP quite heavily. Esratag, he can buy his own if he wants to. But the fact that he lost that, it's easily about $5,000 worth of value gone. And Bubble, he doesn't even need to buy one himself now. They can force that one into the next round. So what can he do with this? So the long flash has come through. Heroic, very willing to fight that. Blocker's gone straight through the fire.
Straight out, straight in. Mertz with one, Mertz with two. Bubble will trade it back onto Vasilian at the very least. Mertz looks for more, but Bubble has been able to do what he did, but better. As they push out now, they've secured a site control. Punisher starts to slip around on the short. And Freiburg sits in position, just hiding behind blue.
It's all about the timing, isn't it? Freiburg, he looks like he has an inkling, right? He knows there's a player lurking. But how long is he willing to wait? So you can see there, he's already thinking about it. He's going around that corner. And that's when Ships knows I can make the move. Ships does have a Molotov too, but there's a smoke being thrown by Esratag. It's gone towards short. Ships misses the spray!
It's just a small tag on
10
Freiburg.
seconds left. Does Punisher know the lineup? He's going straight through it. That's a way too far lineup. Oh, he was allowed to spray that long!
He got away with the second kill, but luckily enough the bomb had already been defused, though that would have been so awkward. That could have been the 13th round there, but it slips away barely.
And that must be a Windigo pause, right? I mean, if Ships gets one of the kills on ramp, they've probably won that round.
Yeah.
Instead he whiffs the spray too many people, his eyes lit up, he's like, oh my god, this is a fantastic look. And he doesn't get a single one of them. Fortunate situation for them. It's got to be a situation here. So Bubble, the AWP that he did have was used to a very good effect, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him rebuy one. Especially as Mertz does have one on the opposite side. He's still thinking about that buy. There we go, the AWP comes through. He will be covering the two players running down mid. So this is the same strat that Windigo ran on that first buy. The fast B split, 2 through tunnel, 2 through mid B. Asilian, the same player, is going to get caught out in CT spawn on the rotate here. Completely smoked out. A lot of damage done to Blocker though. B players again, they have to go massive.
Oh, there's the headshot from
There we go.
Just firing off, making this work very well for them. Bubble, Ships and Punisher are the only three that remain at this point, as they will slip around, trying to get that bomb down if they can. The retake for Heroic Should work out. The Molotov will keep him back for a brief period, though. And Ship's playing on the close angle by the door. He's that first point of contact. The frontline infantry for Heroic, though, will be Freiburg and Mertz. Freiburg goes down.
He knows there's another one as well. Still a 3v3. He's caught with a flashbang. What?
Oh, he's the full back. Bubble gets away, goes back for more. Peeks it, gets the shot onto the side of Asilian. Moddy, he's going to be moody after this one, as there's no chance he can get it, but he still goes for it, trying to run the risk, gets the first kill, but there's the trade. Ships with a headshot. 13 rounds have been accumulated now for Windigo, but Ships goes down.
The fact that Bubble was able to, he was fully flashed, trying to exit, got stuck on the wall, turned back,
just went back
and Asilian was still being that scared. Just didn't trust that his flashbang had hit, and this is Heroic's last pause, I believe. Yeah,
Heroic's final pause here.
And rightly so. I mean, look at the money. Freiburg 1400, Mertz 1400, Asilian was on 1450. Moddy only had 2000. This is the last chance for them to actually get back into this game, because if they lose this one but after forcing in, it's probably game over. Double scout. Freiburg and Mertz, at best, they can go what? Deagle armor, or you can go P250 head armor, or CZ, just regular Kevlar. So Freiburg goes for that CZ regular Kevlar flash. Mertz, I can't but feel like he'll go for a Deagle, right? I feel like he's a Deagle player.
Normally, in these situations, yeah.
There he is. Deagle Kevlar, I imagine. It does mean there's no kit, though. So Windigo, if they get into that post-pump position, their chance of winning increases by a lot. And looks like the flash long will be going through, and somehow they're winning that fight. They get one kill out of it, considering there was no smoke on the corner. And unfortunately for Heroic, they're getting fully split on the A side. They're having to fight towards short. Mertz trying to push towards Punisher, but I think it's just a matter of time, right? Punisher probably knows there's a player close still.
Oh, he is close. Goes for the face. Mertz will kill him with a Deagle. The gut shot.
Ooh, the gap in the smoke.
Asilian trying to fight through it, gets a little bit of attack off, but he's left on 4 HP. They've now got site control. Ships and Punisher take control, and Bubble's there with Yorp as well to aid them. The bomb can go down. It's all on Moddy, who shouldn't be alive for long. He's so low, 12 HP.
He does get the tags off, but tags do not mean anything in the grand scheme of things here. 14-10 in favour of Windigo. In a polar position, really, to take this game.
Yeah, Windigo, they're set up for the victory. This should be them closing it out soon. They've changed their sprays, Ben. Now they've got a little dog.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's the Pop Dog.
Huh.
No, it's Pop Dog, the dog. There you go.
Interesting. Ran out with the pink crown.
Yeah.
Evidently.
So he switched to Pop Dog.
Bubble, how much of a field day is he going to get here? Or are they just waiting for someone to hopefully peek into them? Because it looks like Windigo being very, very patient with this anti-eco. I suppose it's just a matter of time, right? Esrita, he's got this flash out. But what would he actually use it for other than to flash over mid for them to charge the gates, I suppose? The Heroic players in CT should know that long has actually been taken. How long does it take for them to fully move over? You can see them now transitioning. Smokes come in. The wild push through the smoke comes through. Somehow they've got one kill and a lot of damage being dealt there.
Ooh, Ships trying to get the double down. Victor will get the kill on Esratag. And it's just Moddy and Asilian that now remain left into this one, trying to USP him down. They go for the extension around, but Moddy struggles to get the shot off. Eventually will get one. Bubble comes through as he's assisted by Victor there. They slay Moddy, and it is all on Esratag. He's going to go down. It's actually Asilian that was last alive, killed by Blocker. 15th round picked up for Windigo, and now it's just a matter of time, Ben, before they close this game down. Surely this is going to be them securing 3 points so far, and that's pretty good. I mean, Windigo are one of the teams we looked at to be towards the bottom of the leaderboard, really, in standings. Definitely the more unproven side out of all the teams. But they're looking good.
Like, we've just seen them against a lot of tier 2 to 3 opposition, right? We didn't really know how they would fare against teams such as Heroic, you know, your AGOs, that sort of thing. Yeah, so far they're looking pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw them potentially avoid that automatic relegation spot. But it is very early in the season, so who knows what can happen between now and then. The Molotov comes through to clear that close spot. Punisher, trying to punish anybody who's going to play his own position there. And that early entry, I think that's probably game over for Heroic. Too many enemies in their faces, taking every fight they can. Asilian, who's the only player on the floor on ships, we saw him do this lurk very, very well against AGO. But unfortunately for him, nobody's going to be coming through this mid door. Instead, they're all in CT spawn, taking the fight. And Bubbles just taking all of them out. Last pretty live Molly, just a matter of time really, gets one. And falls to blocker. So Bubble, 27 kills that game.
A big game for Bubble, and a huge performance from Windigo overall. They beat out Heroic there as they do take the series with a first map going in their favour. There is still another map to come, but it does mean they've secured at the very least 3 points from a team that you feel like should be winning that.
Yeah, I mean, you just think about the previous situation from last season, right? So Heroic, last season, they finished 8th. They went to the finals. So they're a solid team to be getting 3 points off. They're potentially looking at even more than that right now as well. So, you know, hopefully Windigo can carry on that form, but Heroic, they need to wake up. They did not look very good.
No, they just seemed pretty damn tired in that one. There was no real aggression that came through. It just seemed quite sluggish. And if something doesn't change, you got to feel like this could be a 2-0 really for Windigo.
Yeah, it's looking like it. I mean, Windigo, they're looking really good. Bubble, who's the AWPer for the team, going into Train.
Yeah.
He's looking really solid. And as well as that, Train, as I mentioned before, a strong AWPing map. I can just see him dominating them.
There's so much you can do to the AWP on Train. Definitely plays into its strengths, and it'll be interesting to see what mischief he can make when we make it there. But for the meantime, we'll leave you with these replays. We're back in with our second map of the series to see if Windigo can snatch all 6 points, or if Heroic can try and fight back a little bit. We'll find out after the break.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Vodafone, The Road to Odense, Betway, MSI, Logitech G, Pay Safecard, Mountain Dew League, and ESEA.